And welcome to the Bulloch Sports Report. I'm Josh Aubrey. Plenty to get to in this week's show. We've got some good news and some bad news. The good news is the Southeast Bulloch Yellow Jacket flag football team has captured their fourth straight state championship. They were able to knock off Columbus in overtime 13-6 to take the title for the fourth straight season. We'll have highlights of that and talk to Coach Marcy Cochran and a couple of the players about the victory. We've also got some highlights from an unfortunate loss for the Georgia Southern football team. In the New Orleans Bowl, they were going up against Sam Houston State, couldn't overcome 5 turnovers and 4 interceptions and a fumble there in the fourth quarter, sealed the deal for the Eagles. They only lost by 5 points, but those 5 turnovers were a little too much. Georgia Southern outgained Sam Houston pretty easily on the ground and a little bit on the air, but they weren't able to get it done. We'll send you out there for some highlights from New Orleans and hear from head coach Clay Helton after the game. Elsewhere, we also have some women's basketball from over at the Jack and Ruth Ann Hill Convocation Center, and Statesboro taking on Portal in men's and women's basketball. All that and more coming up on the Bulloch Sports Report.
Trust your eyes to the team that takes care of the Eagles. Professional Eye Care of Statesboro offers a full range of medical eye care, in addition to a wide assortment of glasses, sunglasses, and contact lenses to suit your style.
I'm Dr. Horace Deal. Allow me or one of my associates to provide you with comprehensive medical eye care, and we can help you select from a variety of glasses and contact lenses here at Professional Eye Care of Statesboro.
And a reminder before we go to break, hopefully you'll never be in an accident, but if so, please give our friends at the Sullivan Law Firm a call, 912-489-8888, or online at thesullivanlawfirm.com. Well, the Georgia Southern football team looking for their first bowl victory under head coach Clay Helton. Unfortunately, they're still looking for that. They lost their third one under Coach Helton. They're on the road in New Orleans by a score of 26-31. Georgia Southern scoring late in that game. The Eagles falling early in the game, falling down. In the first series of the game, they throw a pick 6, and then J.C. French threw 4 interceptions in the game. They also had a fumble there in the fourth quarter, had a chance at the very end, but failed on an onside kick effort and end up losing their third straight bowl game under head coach Clay Helton. Let's send you out for some of the highlights and let you know how things went in the game. The Georgia Southern Eagles and Sam Houston Bearcats ready to tangle in New Orleans at the annual R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl, taking place at Caesars Superdome, the same place the Super Bowl will be at later this year. The Eagles in all blue, Sam Houston in all orange. Coach Clay Helton looking for his first bowl victory with the Eagles. The defense starts out strong, a nice open field tackle by Aiden Jackson. The Eagles on offense, and the Bearcats ready for this one. Jalen Jimerson jumps the route, goes 29 yards for the touchdown as the Bearcats open up a 7-0 lead. The Eagle defense trying to hold Sam Houston in check. Elijah Fall with the sack. The offense trying to move downfield. French to Derwin Burgess Jr. But then French throwing into double coverage, and this one's picked off by Kavion Gaither. We go to the end of the first quarter with the Eagles trailing 7-0. The Georgia Southern defense coming up with big plays. Moments later, Tracy Hill Jr. punches the ball loose. Marquez Watson Trent comes up with it at the bottom of the pile, giving the Eagle offense the ball back. And Georgia Southern having some success on the ground. Jalen White ahead for a first down. He'd have 90 yards rushing. And then it's French. The 17-yard touchdown pass to Josh Dallas, and we're tied at 7-all. The Eagle defense playing solid throughout the game for the most part, but having problems on this one as Hunter Watson finds Simeon Evans, who breaks free and goes 33 yards for the touchdown. The Bearcats take a 14-7 lead. The offense continuing to struggle. French picked off for the third time in the first half. And once again, it's Jimerson with the interception deep into Eagle territory. That would set up Watson with the 2-yard plunge into the end zone. And just like that, it's 21-7. Coach Helton frustrated. The Eagles trying to get something going before the end of the first half. French takes off and picks up a first down. And then it's French to David Badinga. The drive stalls, and Gavin Stewart able to split the uprights easily from 49 yards away, and the Eagles cut the lead to 21-10 at the half. Moving ahead to the second half, Coach Helton trying to rally the troops. The defense starts out strong again. This time it's Davon Gilmore with the sack. On offense, the swing pass from French to Dalen Cobb, who gets ahead for a first down. Next, French with his longest pass completion of the game. He finds Marcus Sanders Jr., who gets down inside the 5-yard line. And then from there, French lined up alongside Jalen White. The direct snap goes to White, and he goes into the end zone for the touchdown. The Eagles go for 2. It's no good, leaving the score 21-16. Once again, the defense making the plays. Mark Stampley Jr. with the stop here. And then back on offense, the give to Badinga. The drive stalls again at the 31, and once again, Gavin Stewart will come in and split the uprights easily from 49 yards away. And we've got a ball game. The Eagles trailing by only 2. The Bearcats with a big play on offense. That would lead to a 1-yard touchdown here by Watson. The lead extended to 28-19. The offense trying to answer. French across the middle finds Cobb, and then a pass that French would love to have back. Bryson Hayes with the interception. The defense able to hold them, though, to a 3-and-out. But on the punt, a nice grab to start things off by Josh Dallas, but unfortunately he's hit hard, coughs up the ball. The Eagles' 5th turnover of the game, the same amount they had last year in the Myrtle Beach Bowl. This would lead to a short field goal. The Eagles trailing by 2 scores at 31-19, but not giving up. Less than a minute to go. French to Cobb. He gets down inside the 5. French able to clean it up from there with the sneak. The Eagles needing an onside kick for a chance at a miracle finish. But Sam Houston will recover this one. And the Eagles fall in New Orleans by a final of 31-26. After the game, we had a chance to talk with Coach Helton and a couple of the players about the loss.
I can't lie to you, I'm pretty emotional, man. Spent the past 5 years of my life here. Made some incredible friends, and Big Dog right here, he take care of us. Take us into like family. And, we wish we'd left with a ring, a championship, but, sometimes it don't happen like that. Yeah, this place is forever have a special place in my heart, and hell, Southern. Like I said, a special group of guys, we always had each other back, it's just a passionate group. We lose together, we win together. We just brothers. It's gonna be a lifetime relationship, and I'm just grateful to have this opportunity.
Very emotional. Like he said, I've been a part of class of 2020 with Jalen White. Got to meet some special people, special coaches. Coach came in 21 after 21 season, and it's just been a journey. This one loss doesn't define who we are. It doesn't define our story. There's wins and losses in life, so you just got to learn from them. But I love them guys forever. They got me in their corner forever, and it's emotional because of the passion that we have for each other. We want to win. Like he said, we got our backs. I would do anything for those guys out there, and I felt like they laid it out. And that's all you can ask for as a leader. But going forward, there's some work to do, and for the guys that's coming back, they're going to do what it takes to win. And we know we got a great coach right here who's getting everybody in the right direction, and he fights every day for us. And you couldn't ask for anything else. So I appreciate you, Coach, for that. And I know they're going to get it done.
I told them before the game, you won't remember many things from this week. You may not even remember the score of this game when you're my age. The thing that you will be the brotherhood and the relationships and, how these men came down here and they fought their guts out. I've always thought Georgia Southern may be the last form of pure football. When 118 men board a plane and say we're doing this together, we're going to finish what we start. I wish the finish was better for them, and that's on me. And I hurt for them. The 31 men will always have my heart, and I'll be with them anywhere they go and whatever they need. But very proud of this football team and the direction it's headed, and just because guys like that.
So the Eagles end the season with a record of 8-5. Already have a few players in the transfer portal. Already gotten some players out of the transfer portal. It'll be interesting to see how things work out when all is said and done and they get spring practice underway. All right, well, shifting gears and staying indoors. I guess the game in New Orleans was indoors. Going indoors in Statesboro, the Jack and Ruth Ann Hill Convocation Center, the site for the women's basketball playing their early afternoon game, which they do annually in front of Bulloch County kids. I'll send you out for some highlights of that one. And stay with us. Up next, we'll check in with the Southeast Bulloch flag football team. Stop by Bubba Golf on Northside Drive behind Remax Eagle Creek Realty today for all your golf needs. They have everything you need to dominate the course and to stand out in golf fashion as well, featuring top brands in golf apparel to the latest and most trusted golf clubs used by the pros. Bubba Golf also has a TrackMan simulator to fine-tune your swing like never before. Or bring your friends and enjoy a round of golf at one of their many courses to choose from. Need golf club repairs? Bubba's got you covered. Swing by today and see why Bubba Golf is your one stop for all things golf. Northside Drive behind Remax Eagle Creek Realty.
This is Paul Newman with Statesboro Real Estate. Have you been on the sidelines? Well, now is the time to list your house. Let's GATA and get after those assets.
Well, the flag football team for Southeast Bulloch is building quite a dynasty. They've played 4 seasons. They've only lost 1 game. They had a 77-game win streak from the time they started the program until they lost in their regular season finale this year. And then they reeled off 5 straight playoff victories, including the state championship last week, which took place at Mercedes-Benz Stadium there in Atlanta against Columbus. An overtime game, an exciting action. I'll send you out for some highlights of the game and hear from Coach Cochran and some of the players. The Southeast Bulloch Yellow Jackets walking into Mercedes-Benz Stadium looking for their 4th straight state championship in flag football as they're taking on Columbus, a good group of fans making the trip to Atlanta to cheer on the Jackets. Unfortunately, much like last year, this game starts off a little shaky. Emma Kate Barron's pass picked off by Alexandria Lofton. Later, it's quarterback Serenity Hickman taking off downfield. She gets all the way down inside the 20-yard line. but the Yellow Jackets defense stiffens from there. They break up the pass on 4th down. We go to the second quarter with no score. More from the Jacket defense. First, the diving flag pull here by Kelsey Johnson. And then on the other side of the field, no luck for the Blue Devils. Christina Tisby laying out to make the stop. The offense trying to get going. Barron to Natalia Odom. But on 4th down, the play that's worked so much this year, Paige Nelson diving. She's stopped. Columbus takes over. The Jacket defense able to keep them out of the end zone, though. Kayla Adams with the interception. And we go to the half with no score. Southeast Bulloch looking for something to happen for them, but unfortunately it'd be Columbus here in the 4th moving downfield. Harmony Franklin gets deep, and then it's Hickman to Franklin for the touchdown. About 7 minutes left in the game. The extra point failed. It was 6-0. Columbus on top. Southeast sophomore quarterback Emma Kate Barron finally getting on track, though. She puts this one up high, and Elena Erickson hauls it in close to midfield, and then scrambling. Barron takes off, pitches to J.C. Kitchings for a 1st down. Barron then finds Odom. And then this time from the 1, Paige Nelson dives in for the score. The extra point failed. The game tied at 6-all. The defense trying to send the game into overtime. A nice flag pull here by Jaden Williams. And we go to overtime, tied at 6-6. In overtime, Barron scrambling, spinning, and falling into the end zone for the touchdown. The Jackets extra point try, and check out the nice chest pass from Nelson to Chloe Cochran. 7-0 Southeast Bulloch. Time for the defense to put things away. Hickman, she thinks she's down. Then she flips the ball ahead, but Paige Nelson makes the tackle on 4th down, and the celebration is on. The Jackets win their 4th straight, winning 13-6.
I'm just so proud of them. I mean, this is probably the hardest championship game we've had. A lot of new faces on the sideline and on the field for us, and it's just amazing. I'm just so happy for them. To start things off, I think it was a little shaky all the way around for offense today, but, you know, bottom line is they grew up a little bit today, and they battled back when they had to, and they made plays at the end when they had to, and, you know, our defense is good, so we knew when Emma Kate made a mistake we were going to be okay, and so I just can't speak volumes about how they battled back at the end. That's just amazing. And they just made history. I don't know if any other team will be able to win 4 in a row. They've only lost 1 game in their career. They were freshmen. They finished it out with us, and they're a special group. You know, JC played on both sides of the ball, and Jaden playing defense. We're going to miss her tremendously, both of them. But I mean, how amazing is it to win all those flag football games and come off with 4 rings? That's pretty special. These fans out here, they're great, and they're loud. They're loud. There might not be a lot of them. They're loud, and some of them came up with us last night and stayed at our hotel. And you know, I just have the best parents, and I can't speak volumes about them. They do whatever I ask them to do, and they show up with signs. And if they could have had cowbells, they're a little disappointed they can't have cowbells, but I mean, our fans are awesome. I love them to death.
It's just an amazing feeling. Nothing can describe it, especially with the coaches we have, the teammates we have, the fans that came all the way up to watch us play. It's just an amazing feeling. Going into it, we were all nervous. You know, it's a state championship game. You know, we're going to play the best team that we've played all year then. And Columbus showed up, and we weren't ready, but we played our first half not too good. Threw an interception the first play, but we knew we had to come back, and we answered with a touchdown and then another touchdown in overtime. We all just kind of settled in. I settled down most definitely, and we just played our game. We just played Southeast Bulloch flag football. We knew how it felt whenever we lost to Calvary. Same situation almost, and we knew we had to answer this time.
It feels great. I honestly wasn't expecting it to be such an emotional event, but it really was. The fact that we were 0-0 till like 4th quarter really made me realize how much I'm going to miss this, and being able to do this since my freshman year was such an experience. Like, I enjoyed it so much, And the fact that I've improved over time has been just amazing to me, and I love this team. I'm going to miss it so much. I would say it was pretty amazing. I mean, it was pretty great to watch the seniors do it last year, and the fact that I was able to do it this year alongside the other two seniors was pretty great. And it was a lot to take in, and to be able to look around and see all the fans in the stands and to be able to see all of my teammates below me, it was pretty great.
It feels so good. Like, I know we had a lot of tears shed at the end, and it was going to happen. I knew our team was going to pull through with it. I know we were down at halftime, but last year during the North Oconee game, we went through the same thing. And going into overtime, that was the first time we've ever done it, and it was so crazy. But I knew my team was going to come out with the win. They told us we got it. They had faith in us, and I had faith in us. And I know we all had the confidence to do it. And Emma Kay, I just want to say, I don't know where she is, but she did really good. During halftime, they had a long talk with us, and it really just made us, our confidence go up. Same thing with last year during the North Oconee game. It was 0-0 last year, and it was 0-0 this year. So we were in the same situation, and we knew that we could pull through. We love our fans so much, and just looking at our sideline, knowing that everyone on the sideline, the players from last year, and all of our fans, they were cheering for us, and they had faith in us that we were going to win, and it really just gives us so much confidence as a team.
Well, moving on to basketball, Statesboro High and Portal playing over at Hanner Fieldhouse. I'll send you out for some highlights of that one, and then Statesboro also hosting Glen Hills. Statesboro High taking on Portal at Hanner Fieldhouse. The ladies up first, second half action, and London Blackman getting the basket inside for Portal. Statesboro answering as Aziza Flowers drives in for the layup. Next, inside they go to Kennedy Myers as she helps give Statesboro an 8-point lead. Portal responds. The three-pointer from college range for Millie Kingsbury. Statesboro going back to Myers inside for two more. The Panthers then go outside for another three. This time it's Alicia Hagens. But Myers answers on the other end for the Blue Devils. Portal making a run here in the fourth. Alyssa King off the pass makes the basket to make it 39-33. Then three from Kingsbury up top again. This makes it a 2-point game at 39-37 with 4 minutes left. Statesboro inbounds to Zoe Lundy. Back to 4-point game. Lundy again going up for two. And then off the steal, Zariah Major, the finishing touch as Statesboro holds on to win this one, 48-39. To the Statesboro boys in Portal game we go. And Akarian Watkins for Statesboro coming up with the three-pointer. And then inside, Josh Coleman off the inbounds for Portal. Next, the steal and fast break bucket for Mohammed Sharif. CJ Harden then with a clear path to the bucket for Portal. Devin Michael going to work on the other end, and he hits the baseline jumper. Coleman answering for the Panthers, who would trail by only one after the first quarter of play. But in the second, Statesboro would start to pull away. Jacaden Cone off the steal, the hoop, and the foul. Another Statesboro steal, and Sharif finishes with the slam. Sharif then showing his range as he'll come up with the triple here from the elbow. And then off the transition game, again, it's Michael going coast to coast. Statesboro by 8. Cone later off another steal, finishing with the easy two. Statesboro by 13 at the half. They'd increase that lead in the second half. DJ Brown, the steal and the slam. Cone later from NBA range for three. Mohammed drops another triple. And then for the finishing touch, Mohammed, the steal, ahead, And he throws it down. Statesboro rolls 69-40. Next, the Blue Devils at home, taking on Glen Hills. And this one even more lopsided. Jordan Grant driving for two. Shatarius James making the most of his playing time. Driving and hitting this one. Next, a nice look from Michael to Watkins. Michael then the steal. He'll go all the way in for the layup. Then it's DJ Brown coming through with the pull-up jumper in traffic. And finally, it's Cone driving in for the tough layup. Statesboro wins 67-28. The Gentlemen's Classic coming up Thursday, Friday, and Monday after Christmas. We'll have highlights for that one for you next week. For now, that'll wrap things up. We thank you for joining us. Have a Merry Christmas, and we hope to see you again soon.